It's Madden NFL 23. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bucs and the Cowboys on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined by Charles Davis up in the booth for the first week of the 2022 NFL season. A great game awaiting us in this primetime showdown, CD. You've got two teams with eyes on going to and winning a Super Bowl here this season. Week one, these two getting together. Cowboys, Tampa Bay should be a lot of fun.
They thought that they could win it all last year, got to the playoffs, and were eliminated by teams that really figured heavily into Super Bowl contention. Let's go ahead and start with Dallas. They ended up losing at home to San Francisco, who went to the NFC title game against the Rams, who beat
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But, of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
Now, CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Here's Brady to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script in the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it was even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Dalton Schultz really built on his 2020 when he seized the Cowboys' starting job in 2021. 78 catches were 3rd in the league for tight ends. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes first down catches like that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott now. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try again with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. The ball popped in the air, intercepted. Picked up by Trevon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Touchdown!
Go, CD.
CD Lamb, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man, it's Gallup. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. To throw is Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brady. Going for
let's go, Diggs. Take this to the corner.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
That's what we do, bro.
See this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would the lead.
Damn, I was not trying to pause it. I hit the button so damn hard.
Down, but not before they work it across.
Oh my God, that's my
fault. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And again, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
From the 6. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Marr able to put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. The second field goal here in his third quarter, and his third of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Shotgun now for Brady. Caught by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a little floater there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Play action. Now it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now Brady got to have this one. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers' 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To Evans on the slant.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Brady now on 1st down. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd down and goal. Brady out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Throwing here, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Prescott to throw on 4th.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Dallas, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next is Mike Hilton. He had no picks a week ago, but plenty of stops. 9 of them to be exact. It's the Bengals and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
2 teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, you're going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad. And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
11 MP, 11 MP, 11 mighty, 11
They
mighty.
give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
And I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man downfield is Hilton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Prescott off play action. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The kick by Maher is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
11.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
11, call me. 12. 11.
On 3rd down, Mixon breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
11 mighty, 12.
They'll give it to Mixon, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Gun. Here we go.
Third and goal. Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. First down now, but that clock rolling. Prescott to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On second and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Here's Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock
for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
There he goes, right side.
That's a goalie, man.
Cowboys.
Hell me.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Hold on, Chad.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bengals.
On 1, right?
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
11, Thomas.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or... Now Burrow loses the football.
Let's go, man.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. This is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Quick slant caught by Chase. Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
And he stopped immediately there.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. A handoff running left, Mixon. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Caught on the slant. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
11 mighty.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Elliott on first down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's go, Z.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Mara, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 2 touchdowns. 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. On second down, Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott looking deep for Hilton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. draw play for Mixon. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both
that's on me. I missed the whole play.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
This was a good game, though. I ain't gonna lie. This was good.
I just don't know.
The first one was a good game, and this was
late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. Trailing in this one now. 55 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Pass complete. Hurst.
Here we go.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Burrow.
Oh, whose man is that, bro?
T. Higgins.
Oh, come on now.
A big play there in the catch and run. 58 yards. Throwing. Burrow. And this is
These are just standing back there left nigga wide open.
touchdown.
Come on, bro.
And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. And it's incomplete.
Let's go. He didn't get it. Let's go.
6 here in the
Good
final
deed.
seconds as the 2-point conversion fails. But no doubt they had to go for 2 to tie the game. Now they need a miracle on the onside kick.
They gave it their best shot. Can they pull it off here and maybe get one of those onside kicks that bounces perfectly, and they can grab it and run it all the way to the other end zone? That's what they're down to at this point.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this
Let's
is
go.
caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
They fucked up the whole TV. He moused that nigga ass, bro. CD moused his ass.
Wow, Charles. That doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone
2-0,
from
let's get it.
celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Cowboys, they used a favor.
We are playing all Madden, no team shit, all Madden.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Giants and the Cowboys on Monday night.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we wrap up week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Yeah, there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a
Let's
silver
go,
lining to them.
I see without your can going. Let's go.
Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
What's up with it, bruh? Yeah.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. And this third down looking very tough after the holding.
I can't even see you coming. I have to look at my phone. I got to move my camera around.
Now Jones. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt. Drive of the game.
All right, this better.
On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's good. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw on target to James. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now Prescott on fourth down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go.
I'm good. What about you?
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their back.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Well, the I'm thinking the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial.
Yeah, I'm on Ps5.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
And now here come the Cowboys. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5.
Let's go, MG.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it all.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Dallas NFL.
That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Set to take the field. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of it.
https://m.twitch.
Y'all follow me on Twitch too.
Also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
KCLM fan.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Oh, okay, you're a
5 yards
KC
is the
fan.
tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit it, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Oh, he tries to force it.
Let's go, Diggs.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Follow me on Facebook, my Facebook gaming page.
They have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 22, Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by
I
his
wouldn't
tight
try to
end.
throw it there. I thought it was
He'll
just
have
low
it past
first.
midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Prescott yet again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle.
Let's go, Schultz.
Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jones throw brought in by Bellinger. And they get it.
Following Twitch you.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolls.
I appreciate it, bro.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive.
Yeah, I got 14.
Momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though.
I'm 2-0.
2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it. And the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure.
Let's go.
And he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
They missed it.
That
Let's
is
get it.
no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
On the left side, Gallup's got it.
Facebook followers you.
I appreciate it, bro.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man downfield is Hilton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there at 22. A first down throw for Prescott. This is caught by Hilton. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
I want to get a TD right here, man. I take my
with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get.
I can't even see the line.
Taking advantage of it.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime. And we will skip the highlights show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Prescott. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. This is Hilton. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they're going to speed things up here. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Inside give to Elliott. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott.
Thomas Lomax 22 followers Twitch ask please me.
Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to
I
extend
bet.
their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And we see
no problem, bro.
Return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that can make this a free possession game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
It's the pickup of 6.
they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On second down, here's Barkley.
445 subscribers, videos 1.7K.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this
I think I already
just
showed
a
to you, bro.
terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
https://n.twitch.tv/GOGOJUNE_GAMING.
This time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Isaiah Hodgins
From 8 yards out.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
10th carry now for Elliott.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Play action now, Prescott. Oh no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it, it's picked up.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say at the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover.
But only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. Gets this to Bellinger.
7 yards there and a first down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Connects with Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Prescott on 4th down. Complete to Hilton. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Here's Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
Instagram.
My Instagram is Willis Hit May Jr.
Oh.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see Cole Holcomb, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke.
What I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Heineke going to put it up right away. And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's second down. But, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Heineke got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw. Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. A nice little juke. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off the play fake, Heineke. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in this quarter.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Heineke. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Sly able to put this one through, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. The Cowboys hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. That is caught by Lamb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This is caught by Hilton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
Let's go, CD.
Touchdown, Cowboys. CD Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
To throw is Heineke.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. A 1st down throw for Heineke.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And the rookie, Brian Robinson, finished things off with a touchdown run. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process. Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 1st down, Prescott. He goes right back the way of Hilton.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Play action now, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you on over to Orlando for John.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
An extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on second and long. Heineke, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Heineke.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Heineke. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up.
Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big gift. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3/4 of play.
Back now in Arlington. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Heineke now.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Heineke.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke over the middle. He gets it to Gibson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Robinson up the middle.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line.
I started this one bad. I'm going to go 3-1.
As they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees, and the offensive guys are...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
That's crazy. I lost to them, and we lost to them in real life. That's crazy. Well, I started out bad.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
Can't win them all.
That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the
Why is he overthrowing people, bro? Come on, Dad.
Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Robinson with another carry.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I'm going 3 and 1. I'm trying to go 4 and 0.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Commanders, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3.
Hold on, chat. So, alright, that was my last game right there, y'all. That was my last game right there, chat. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Make sure y'all hit that like and sub button for me, if y'all don't mind. I might be back on later, or I'm probably finna get on Twitch, so y'all can catch me on Twitch. Go June Gaming. Alright, y'all.